My ex-wife thinks she's all that by showing off her new boyfriend on Insta, so I started dating her boyfriend's ex, and now we're about to get married. Shortly after, Taylor sent me a friend request that I quickly accepted. I'll admit, at this moment, I was being shallow because she's undeniably attractive, and she messaged me right after. She asked if I had seen the post, yada yada yada, just small talk. Then the conversation quickly turned into making plans to get dinner and drinks one night. It was Karen's first weekend with the kids, so Taylor and I went out. It sounds sappy, but at that moment, I knew this could be something. It felt natural talking to her and like I didn't have to walk on eggshells or tiptoe around things. She was the first person to actually look at me while I'm talking, and we agreed on almost everything. I invited her over after we left, and we had a few more drinks and watched a sappy love movie, having so much fun making fun of how unrealistic it was. Somehow, we finished a bottle and a half of wine, so I invited her to stay the night. She offered to sleep on the couch, but I told her she could sleep in the bed since I still wasn't sleeping well because I wasn't used to sleeping alone. The next morning, I made us breakfast, and we agreed that we should do this another time and that it was great. As we were eating, Karen texted me that she was down the road to drop the kids off. Taylor rushed to get dressed and left. It felt terrible making her leave like that. And, of course, the first thing Karen asked about was if she saw Taylor's car coming down our road. I told her nope, and she dropped the kids off and left. That was 4 years ago. And shortly after that, Taylor admitted to me that she wanted a relationship, and I said yes. We kept it private all this time because it's really no one's business to know as long as we were happy together. We just celebrated our 4th anniversary, and beginning in November, Taylor started to hint that she wanted me to propose and wanted me to move to her farm in another town since she lived an hour and a half away. Our anniversary was December 1st, and she planned a surprise dinner with all our friends to propose to me. I couldn't believe that she really did all this for me. All our friends were incredibly supportive and agreed that we seemed happy together and deserved to be happy with each other. The next day, I made a post that we were engaged. This was the first post about Taylor and me on each other's page. Right after the post, we started to get calls, text, and Facebook messages from Jeremy's family, Karen's family, and Jeremy sent a long message to Taylor saying he couldn't believe we would do this and didn't check with him first. He said how insensitive it was to get engaged when we knew him and Karen were on a break because of the fighting. She ignored all his messages. That is, until we both got messages from my family saying we were crappy people for getting engaged in spite of Jeremy and Karen and how they no longer wanted to see my kids and wouldn't be attending the wedding. Taylor started to help me sell my house since she also works for a real estate company. We packed all my stuff up, sold all the furniture, and moved me into Taylor's house. I left my job and was actually able to get a job at her company as a salesman. She has 2 sons who treat me very well, and while they don't call me their dad,